Alright guys, so my class is over with for today, and I am going to go hit up a couple local commercial accounts, see if I can maybe get some for the upcoming season. I've got about 4 or 5 staked out. They're about an acre in size, a little bit bigger than I'd like, but it is what it is. The only problem about the accounts and stuff in this area is about 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away from my main area where I live at. A little bit of drive, but that'd be one way to get my foot in the door and spread out to get more clients and whatnot. So 20 minutes away ain't too awful bad. It is going over 2 mountains, so that kind of sucks, but again, it is what it is. So let's get going. Right here is one of my potential properties. It is Pizza Plus. I'm going to wait for now because they are pretty crowded. So I'll go to the other ones now. First one I'm going to try is going to be this veterinary office. There is another veterinary office down the road from here, I do believe. I'm going to check it out next. And I'm going to check out this little oil place beside of us too. If I can find my business cards. There they are. Okay. Wish me luck, guys. That one was a bust, but you gotta make the effort in order to get your foot in the door, right? I think I've handled that pretty professionally, I feel. I told her my full name, told her I have a lawn care company, wondering if they needed anybody for this coming season. She went back and asked, come back, said they already got somebody, but they appreciate me stopping by. I told her I appreciate your time. I think it went well. I'll get this oil company on the way back. I want to see if this other veterinary office is actually open or not. I don't know if it's. I was looking on Google Maps around in this area. Sorry if the camera's crooked. I'm just winging this as I go along. I am in an industrial park here. There is lawns and there are commercial accounts, of course. Right here would be a really good one, but there's already somebody that's got in, I'm sure, because heck, the yard is still striped up from last year, but so I ain't even gonna fool with that one. That would be a real good account, though. Another good account right here, but I don't think I'm gonna fool with it either. It's pretty big, and there's a lot of people with a lot of money that work here. You can tell by what they drive, but anyway, we'll keep on going and see what all else is down through here. Hopefully by the time I get done down this area, oh, there's that animal clinic. It's on the other road. Okay. Let's see. Really? These roads don't join? Oh, crap. No, they don't. I'm gonna have to turn around and go all the way back. No big deal. Bridge ain't very far up through here anyway to connect to the other road. I don't know if I'll check with that place or not. I might pop in there just to see. I didn't know they had a pond here. I wonder if it stays swampy. That's cool. This place here's got plenty of people to do their lawn care. Regional jail. Got the heat on, it's hot in here. Alright, so let's go this way. What's good about this area is that a direct back road way to get here actually takes you through a big neighborhood, a pretty good sized neighborhood. That's a weird truck behind me. But anyway, it takes you through a good little development. So that would be one way to maybe get even more clients, is to drive through there on my way here. So let's see what we can do here. Well, that went kind of bad. Lady at the front desk was on the computer. Younger like lady. Looked like she's pretty aggravated about something. Don't know what it could be. She's just tapping away on the computer. I come in. I didn't want to bother her right off because she looked like she was busy. Then she looked at me like, what do you want? But she said, what can I do for you? And I told her, well, my name is David. I have a lawn care company, and I was wondering if you would need anybody for this season. A what? Lawn care company, lawn mowing. No, we're fine. So, yeah. The place stunk too, like bad. That's the building was kind of run down. Tiles were water stained, and everything else. Not a very good place, I don't think. So 2 out of 4 are busts. I don't think there's anywhere through here on this side of the creek that I really want to check into. So I guess I will get to the other side of the creek and check out that one last place. I know they had somebody last year that was mowing for them, but that don't mean they got anybody this year. So I'll go on up through here and see what's going on. I may go check that one little place and then go check the Pizza Plus, and after that head to the house. There are some other little places I might could check, like there's a little used car lot right there, but it's so small that I'd say I'm sure they get somebody to do it themselves, or they do it themselves. So I'm not even gonna fill my time with that place. Then a lot of these are bigger commercial places. Like there's 2 banks here. I'm sure they've got mulch and everything, which I'm not real familiar with mulch yet. So a Dollar General, I know that they're contracted out, and a lot of these places don't really have much of any yard. So I'd say that this whole place, I would imagine, is probably a shopping center, and people, somebody does the whole entire place. I could be wrong, I don't know, but I ain't going full bother and even checking them. This place might be okay to check, I don't know, but it's awful big, and I've been in there before, and I kind of got a feeling that they lowball people. They want the lowest they can possibly get for it. So, which I kind of feel like this oil place is going to be the same way, but I'm going to check it anyway. No harm in checking. I'm just going to be in here just a second. I'm going to leave the truck running. As I suspected, they do their own lawn care here, but this place does, I've seen just glancing around, they do sell Oregon brand chainsaw bars and Gator line. They had some 5-pound spools of that on the wall, so they may get my business here sometime. If I'm over in this area, need some trimmer line, I'll just swing by here and get me some trimmer line. Depending on the price. If I can get it for $55 a spool, a lot closer to home than this. If it's higher than that here, then I ain't gonna fool with it. So, unless I absolutely have to have some trimmer line. So I'm going to check one more place, commercial account. If that don't work, I may drive through that, well, I don't know, I'd have to come back up here. Well, no, it's just right there. I'll come back up this way and go through that subdivision, and I'll have the camera turned around so you can see it. So that way you can get an idea of what kind of place it is. Over closer to me, there is not anywhere like that, really. I mean, there's some places that are kind of a little subdivision, like development type areas, but not many. So if I can get into this place, if I can get 2 or 3 yards up here, it would almost be worth it, because places like this can almost grow in size, get you more clients relatively quick. So, and it's the height of the lunch hour here, so I'm probably really just wasting my time even showing up here. And this place does hold water pretty bad. It's pretty swampy, but let's see. Now that I get a better look at it, it's very flat, very swampy back here behind me. Not too bad, but that would be a lot of trouble. You know what? I ain't even gonna fool this place. This wouldn't be worth my time. I'd tear the yard up if it got wet, most likely. Get my mower stuck and have to get in here with my truck to get it out and tear the yard up. I'm not even gonna fool with this place. Now that I get a better look at it. There's some, they need mulch bad. Edged up and everything. Sidewalks haven't been edged. I can do better than this though. I could make this place look good, but I can do better yard wise. So we'll go drive through the subdivision. I'll give you a look at it. There is, right down the road here, y'all see that box truck down there? That box truck for sale? I have thought about getting a box truck. I have thought about getting a box truck to work out of, but I don't know if I will or not. I mean, I really need to get my business more established, get more money, more yards and stuff before I go and buy a bunch of things. But I don't know. I've been thinking about, I really want to get either a Chevy. I would like to trade my truck in on a 2500 or a 3500, just a standard wheelbase, a non-dually, for a daily driver and all-around purpose truck. And in a way, I want to keep my personal truck and my work truck separate. So I'm wanting to trade in this truck on something different, but at the same time, I'm kind of wanting to have a different truck for my lawn care. I don't know. I have thought about getting a 3500 dually and putting a flatbed on it with a big ramp to haul my mowers and stuff on instead of getting a big trailer to pull. Now I've thought about just getting a little S10 and doing the same thing to be better on gas, but you can't do much with that. My dream lawn truck would be like a 3500 or a 4500, 5500, something big, like a mid-sized truck, a diesel of course, but a mid-sized truck with a flatbed that dumps. That would be the ultimate lawn care truck, I believe. So as you guys can see, these yards, they got heels to them, curbs, they'd be edging, need done. Chain link fences, I hate chain link fences. But anyway, you know, smaller yards, all condensed. And I would imagine there's probably people, a lot of these people in this area probably mow themselves. But, which that goes for my whole entire geographic here. A lot of people do it themselves. But there are quite a few that get people to do it. But funny thing is, you see so many people running up and down the roads here with lawnmowers, mowing people's yards. It's hard to get your foot in the door here. This here's a property I would hate to get. Look how big this hill is. That's about 30 feet. It's almost straight up and down. I'd hate to get that yard. But anyway, there's so many people in this area that mow, it's hard to get your foot in the door. The worst part about my lawn care business is I have like 7, 8, 9 yards or something right now prospected out and talked with the owners and all kinds of stuff like that. I have no clue whatsoever if I'm going to get those yards. Look right over here. There's a certain local YouTuber that would definitely recognize that place right there. Huh. Do you do anything in that neighborhood I just came through? Let me know. I may be stepping in on your turf sometime. I doubt it. Anyway. Well, now that I got this done, this is the most free time I've had because I ain't got nothing to do the rest of the day. So I'm gonna go to one of my prospected accounts to talk to them about mowing their account, 2 of their accounts actually, their personal house and their business, and leaving some business cards there and whatnot. So we'll find out what happens with that. I hope you all can hear me and I hope the view is good. I may not talk for a while or I may just keep talking, I don't know. I'm thinking about when I upgrade my trailer, about just going ahead and making the step and getting a 16-footer, but I'm not sure because this truck doesn't really have a very high towing capacity. There is actually a certain model of a V6 S10 that hauls like 2,000 pounds more than my truck can, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, in a way, I want a bigger truck. I want a 2500. I would love to have a 2500 manual diesel. There's so much stuff that I would like to get that a lot of people have had off and on their whole lives, but I mean, I never did start working until I was out of college, so I was about 19, 20 before I got a job. I've been saving money, what money I ever got up until then, of course, but I had so little money, and really it takes a lot of money these days, not only to live, but to have what you want. And there's a lot of people out there that growing up with me had this kind of stuff. They was doing little odd jobs growing up, earning money. A lot of it was their parents bought them shit, which, I don't know, totally unfair. It's unfair, guys. They got stuff and I didn't. Totally kidding. But anyway. Like one thing I want to get is a Kubota RTV side-by-side. The reason why is we have one at work. I've used it before, and it is an absolute workhorse. It's an absolute stud. What the hell? That thing is a beast. It really is. They're a diesel. They've got a CVT 3-speed transmission. They can pull a house down, go about 25 miles an hour max, which I wouldn't be going very fast anyway because I'd be off-road. You can put a snow plow on them and all kinds of other attachments. I want one with a snow plow. I want one with a snow plow so that I could possibly get local accounts, you know, pretty close to my house. Maybe I can get some places to plow snow out of the driveways. But who knows if that'll happen. That's the thing about our area, my area. The yards, the most common size of yard is about an acre. And a lot of you guys that are mowing these small yards, you're lucky. You get into a yard in about 30 minutes, you're done. I have a yard that is just over a half acre. I have a property rather that's just over a half an acre. I have a property that's just over a half an acre, and it takes, I mowed it with a push mower pretty much all of last season, 2017 season, and it took me about 2 hours to do. And the thing is, there is so little of the actual yard to it. The reason why it took so long was I was bagging with my push mower, and there's a lot of weed eating. There's a ditch in the back that I have to weed eat the whole entire thing, and there's a little bit of edging and a lot of weed eating, like I said, around the rest of the property, not only that ditch. Well, the last time I mowed it, I actually said, heck with it, I took my riding mower, a John Deere. The reason why I hadn't ever took my John Deere was because I figured, you know, it's not a very big property, don't need to even have the big mower there, and there's a risk of messing the yard up, messing the mower up is the main thing, because it's pretty steep on one side, which I don't know if I'll mow that anymore or not with the rider mower or not. I doubt it because it's difficult to get into. But I'll try and mow it this year. I want to walk behind, a good 32 or 36 inch walk behind. I've got one, but I don't know if it's going to last because it is in very rough shape, which is my own fault because I didn't know the maintenance of it, and I burnt the gearbox up on it. So, which it was getting wore out anyway, the whole mower. Damn it. But anyhow, I want a good walk behind. So that is one thing. If I can find a good walk behind, I'm probably going to definitely buy a good walk behind. If I could get the money for them, I would buy all walk behinds. I would get a 61-inch walk behind, a 48, and a 36 maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. I might just get a 61 and a 32 or 36. Just something that can cover a lot of area, because a lot of the properties around here are big like that, and something that's small that can do the smaller places, you know, with ease. I don't know. I'm wanting so much crap, I ain't got the money. And probably won't have the money for the next 2 or 3 years. And one big thing that you all probably already know about me is that I'm not licensed and insured. And I don't care to admit that. I know a lot of you are going to flip your lid, or would flip your lid, and be like, you need to get licensed and insured. But I can't afford it yet, for one thing. Plus, honestly, there are a lot of companies, I'm sure, around here that do not license and insure. Or maybe they're not companies necessarily. They do it for on the side more. And I mean, they got a lot of accounts too. They've got enough accounts they could probably be licensed and insured. But, you know, so anyway, if I can keep growing my company, I will get licensed and insured. It's going to be very, very difficult in this area to do so. You all seriously don't understand. There's very few of you that do. The properties in this area are very rocky, very steep. These, if some of you were turned loose in this kind of area, you all wouldn't know how to mow it. Exaggeration, but I mean, it's about the truth of it. You wouldn't know how to mow it. Good turn signal. So anyway, there's a truck right there, $1,500 for $2,500 would be interesting to make something out of. But anyway, a lot of the properties are very steep, very rocky. A lot of people don't edge in this area. I try to edge a little bit with my weed eater. I'm not going to spend the money on a bladed edger, because it's just a waste of money in this area. They're almost stupid to even have around here, unless you do a lot of edging, or you get a lot of properties that have no edge to it and you want to put an edge on them. But you can do it with a weed eater. It uses more string, takes more time, but you can cut through thick grass and dirt and stuff with a weed eater. You don't have to have an edger. But anyway, and another thing that I'm wanting to try and do is, right there's that little S10. I need to stop asking a guy what all's wrong with it. Anyway, another thing that I would like to do, if I got the big truck of a 3500 or bigger truck, would be getting a snowplow on it and possibly contracting with the state. The state, at least this area, I'm sure I would imagine the whole state of Virginia does it, I don't know. They contract out they contract out gravel hauling. If you have a decent size, if you have a dump truck, you can get a contract with them and you can haul gravel for the state and get paid for it. That, I don't understand why they're doing this like that. I mean, it's like they got no money and no equipment. It makes no sense. But that's just the way it is around here. It's like my neighbor. He's got a good sized dump truck and he's contracted with the state to haul gravel. But not only that, you can contract with the state to snowplow, which is what I would really like to get into. There's a local guy that has his own little dump truck, a little Kodiak, like a 45, 5500. Not the older Kodiaks, like of the 90s, but like the 2000s and up. It's probably about 2004 or 6 or something. But I've heard that in one winter, he made 60 grand pushing snow for the state. That's big. You know, 3 months out of the year, if that. And it's not constant work either. You just go out when you're told. And we don't get a whole lot of snow sometimes. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So he got that much money pushing snow. And that's something that I would love to do. Not, well, I wouldn't love to do, but I would love to make that kind of money. That's for damn sure. So my big overall goal, I guess, for my lawn care business would be a good sized truck of a Chevy 3500 or bigger, preferably a diesel, and 4-wheel drive, maybe 4-door, in case if I get people to help me, I'd have room to haul them in. So a big truck with a snow blade. I would love to get a Kubota side-by-side with a snow blade, just a single cab. There's a local place that has 2 of them that are used. One of them has a full cab enclosure and it's a little bit bigger than the other model, and it's 12 grand. Which is a lot for a used one. It's a 2012 model and it's got like 2,000 hours on. Holy shit. But anyway, the hours are a little higher than I would like it to be, but oh well. I've thought about getting it and starting to make payments on it, but if I do that, it just, I don't know. I wouldn't be making no money. Really, because last year I learned that too with mowing. I was mowing and I was buying shit left and right, spending all kinds of money, and then I bought my lawnmower too. Bought my lawnmower, my weed eater, my blower, which is good. I put my money back into my business, but a lot of it I just spent on useless stuff. I'm not doing that this year if I can. Which a side-by-side wouldn't be useless. We could definitely use a side-by-side here on the farm to get around, and I can use it, like I said, with a snow plow to plow my driveway and other driveways if I can get them to make some money. So it would be useless, but it's more of a novelty. The only things that I plan to definitely buy this year, well, I can't say definitely, but for sure want to try to buy, would be a backpack blower and a bigger trailer. That's it. That's all I would need. I'm not going out and spending all kinds of money on weed eaters. You've seen my other video. I've got 4 weed eaters, so I'm good for a good long while. My handheld blower is brand new. One of my weed eaters is brand new, so I'm good on that. My mower, it's a John Deere. It's going to last forever. So my John Deere is getting high hours on it. It's got 800 some hours on it. So, but with maintenance, it's going to last. So I would like to get a walk behind at some point, but I ain't going to make that no priority for sure. So my only priorities are a backpack blower and a new trailer, which a backpack blower isn't really a priority. I mean, a handheld blower and a rake can do a leaf job. It's a hell of a lot more work, but it'll get the job done. But big goals, purchases for the company would be a bigger truck, preferably one that I could haul my mowers on. I would really like to get a 4500 or bigger with a big landscape dump bed, a high-sided dump bed. And I would try to make some sort of quick release mounts, so I could put my trimmer racks and stuff inside on the walls of the bed. That way I can carry everything inside the bed. I can carry my mower. Should be able to easily hold my walk behind and my John Deere in the bed of a landscape dump bed on the Kodiak, which is all I need. and I would have a big ramp of some sort made. I've got ideas for all this stuff and how I would do it and everything, but time will tell really what will happen. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So as I said, I'm heading down here to one of my potential commercial accounts. This is actually the owners of the property that I did the huge cleanup job on, which, as you all know, if you watch that it's actually some of my relatives. So I'm gonna go up here and see if they will get me to mow their place and their home yard or something like that. I'll just see what happens. So we'll just see. And I may possibly leave a card in that mailbox or somewhere around that mailbox. Because I know that place up there gets somebody to vote for them. They did a leaf cleanup up there, and they mowed over leaves, but they didn't get rid of them hardly at all. So I'd like to get that property. That would be a huge leaf cleanup job in the fall, though, but it would be worth it if I can get it. So I'll keep one card out of the ones I have. I'm going to try and leave the rest of them down here. So anyway, I'm going by another one of the YouTubers' properties. Probably can't even see that. Oh, that look familiar? Oh, show too much. Oh shit. Anyway, I can find a place to park. Ooh. This commercial property isn't very big, I don't think. So we'll see what's going on here. So anyway, I will be back in a little bit, let you all know what happens. Alright, so she said that it would depend on her time. If she has enough time to mow it herself, she will. But if not, she will holler at me to do it. So we shall see. I've got a feeling that she ain't gonna have enough time to keep up with it, because she didn't last year, and I just don't really see her having enough time this year either. So, and it could be wrong, she may be able to do it all herself this year, who knows. But she said she would call me, and she let me sit some business cards on her desk. This place is pretty busy. They also do FedEx shipping, so this place stays pretty busy with people coming in and out, so they'll see my cars for sure. Other than that, I'm not sure of any other place through here to try and get. Again, I'm in an area where a local YouTuber mows, even though he don't even live here in this area. He lives quite a ways away, and he's mowing in my area. What the heck, man? But I'm gonna check around. If my stuff don't fall out on the floor first. I'm going to one other place here. I've already checked it once before, quite a while back. But I'm going to check this, and I'm going to try and maybe get some information, because in this whole area down here, this one yard looked absolutely horrible last year, and it still don't look good. They said it's under contract, but it only got mowed 3 times last year. And if you ask me, that's not good. So I'm gonna try and check in with this place and see what's going on, and I will be right back. Well, no dice once again. The assistant manager kind of liked the idea of me looking into it, because she said that they are contracted, but they never show up. And that's coming from the assistant manager. She said that. So she let me talk to she got the manager for me to talk to. And she was kind of in a rush. She didn't want to put up with it. But in a way, she didn't know enough about anything to tell me anything. But she said the district management office, or whatever you want to call it, are the ones that do it. So that handle that. So, and being contracted, she said you definitely got to be licensed and insured, which I'm not yet, which is no big deal. Save me a little bit of money for now, hopefully, unless something freak accident happens. Knock on wood. But anyway, wasn't worth checking into anyway. I pretty much already knew that. So, but it was worth a try. Not much of anywhere else down here other than a few residentials and stuff that I'd want to check into, so I'm not wasting my time here no more. What's that? Oh, I thought that was a Kodiak. Cousin. Anyway, I could stop here and get this place. It's right on the entrance of Jonesville, right beside the bridge they redone a few months ago. I ain't gonna do that. I'll just be waiting and lurking for when he loses the property. I'll pounce then. Nah, that ain't gonna happen, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm heading to the house. And to the house, to the house, to the house, house. I'm gonna check in about maybe dropping this card off. Just really quick. Let's see here. A little further of a walk than I want to fool with, but be my luck, I'm turning here and they'll be coming right down the driveway and they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing in our mailbox? There's their sensor to their alarm thing letting them know somebody's coming up here. I gotta be quick. If I had a rubber band, that would be better. Punch a hole in that thing, put it on the flag, the mailbox, but the only one I had. But anyway, I waited until no traffic was around. I know y'all gonna be like, that's not good to do, that's not the ethical way to do this shit and blah blah blah. I put it just inside the bottom part. The bottom part ain't got a door, so I didn't open the door. But anyway, maybe I can get that place. So I've got about 7 or 8 cards at a highly trafficked commercial account. So hopefully my cards will get distributed. People pick them up and be like, oh, I'm going to call him. And hopefully that place there will find my card and they'll get me. Anyway, I'm heading back to the house. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got another rack type deal I'm building. Oh, whoops. Spoilers. I got another rack that I need to get started building. May do that. Probably just going to show up to the house and sit around and do nothing. Relax. I do that too much. But anyway. I've checked around a little bit on some places and whatnot, so maybe, possibly, hopefully, I'll get some yards. So, found out today at the class that a couple of guys that was there, one of them actually used to work where I do, and he did yards. He had about 13 when he was here, and now he's somewhere else, and he has like 8, he said. Which 8 yards is a respectable amount of yards. That's money coming in. This area I'm driving through right now would be a nice little place to get a bunch of yards because the houses are close together. It's not like a subdivision or anything. The houses are just close together. But anywho, there's 2 things that everybody on YouTube says you absolutely have to have. You cannot whatsoever live without it. It's being licensed and insured and having a website. I don't believe in the website baloney yet, but never know, it may work. It may work. I doubt it. I honestly do. Because a lot of people in this area that don't mow their yards are older and don't even use the internet. And if they do, they're going to look on Facebook. Or the main thing is they're going to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody's brother that knows somebody else that knows somebody's cousin that mows yards. You know, so don't need to have the internet when you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody's brother that knows somebody's cousin. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Another thing is, to get successful in this area, you have to mow, or you have to cover so much ground. And people lowball to get yards. I mean, it is a proverbial dog-eat-dog world around here. If you can't mow 3 acres for 25 bucks, you can't get your foot in the door around here. I mean, it's quite literally almost not quite yet. Yeah, it's that bad. Absolutely ridiculous. That right there might be a good property, but they mow it themselves or do something somehow. That's a lot of mowing there. That would be a good yard too. It's a big one, but they got their own Kubota tractor mower, so. So I'd say that my cousin's property, commercial property and home property there, she'll probably try it and it'll get so grown up that she can't do it, they can't get around to do it, and she'll call me to do it a couple times or something there, so which would be, that's fine. It don't bother me a bit to do one-time mows, and I don't really see why it would anybody else. If your schedule is full and you can't do it, then sure, one-time mows are a pain. But if you have just enough time to do that 1 yard, that's an extra $20, $30, $40, $50. You know, I mean, one time, get in there and out, and you got money. What's the big deal? I don't understand what people hate so much about one-time mows. And I don't care to do once a month mows. I mean, really, just, it's all about scheduling. Schedule them in and do them. If you cannot make money off of a property that you mow only once a month, or if you can't make money on a property that you only mow once a season, then you're underbidding. The way I look at it, you're not making, if you're making money or not on whether or not you get a certain amount of money by the end of the season, then that's just impossible. You can't price a yard at $2,000 to mow at one time in order to make it match all your other yards. There's no way in hell. Price it accordingly. Price it a little higher than you normally would if it's a one-time mow, and make a profit off of it. Get in there, do it, get your money and go. Do a good job, they may get you again. They may get you to do more than that one time. They may refer you to somebody else that gets you to do it more than one time. Or just anything. One-time mows or any kind of mowing can be profitable. I mean, hell, I could be completely wrong, completely stupid. I don't know. Probably. Sounds about right. Anyway, guys, I'm home. I'm done. See y'all on the next one. Bye.